3, 2, 1. Da, 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 da. Hi, Euclidean Vision here. Welcome to Overwatching. Sort of like bird watching, where you sat around waiting for something pretty to fly by to look at for probably longer than you should be waiting. Just sort of wanted to do a new little series on sort of news updates on the lore, and something kind of particular came up that I thought was just a nice little topic to address. The Blizzard forums have suddenly gained a lore discussion tab, where you can go and discuss lore. You can go and vote on your favourite Overwatch animated short, which is The Last Bastion, by the way. You know that it's right. And so, what do I think about this? What does this mean? I mean, it's restored a little bit of my faith in the lore, like a little bit. Would I have preferred something like a new comic and sorry guys, we've finally figured out what the story we want to tell is. We're starting making comics again. Don't worry, like, we do actually give a shit about the story. That would make me feel a lot better than this. This is good. I mean, it's not a bad thing at all. Like I said, you've restored some of my faith. Is it promising? Hopefully. What can it mean? It could mean absolutely nothing. Could just be they've realised they need to cater slightly to some of their demand. There's people who want more lore. At least have a space on the forum for people to discuss it. Yeah, cool. That's good enough. It's good enough. Do you know? It's baby steps. Baby steps. Does it imply sort of a return focus to the lore? I mean, especially since they've just brought on Alyssa Wong and Ness Kane. Yeah, that's cool. Like, it at least suggests that they're returning their focus to the story somewhat. Is that definitely the case? Don't know. Obviously, no. None of us know. What are some of the bigger things that what it can mean? And, you know, maybe they're really focusing on the lore, and they've got something to announce at BlizzCon, like an animated TV series, a film, a cinematic universe. I've discussed that might be a bit difficult. Or even the much expected lore expansion thing, whatever exactly that is that it's been hypothesized we could get. I have weird feelings about that. I'd love to see a PvE lore expansion to Overwatch. I'd buy it, don't worry. But them having said that they wouldn't do anything in that regard, and then doing it, I mean, is cool, but is it like somewhat, I don't know, like an untrustworthy development practice? I mean, like, if you could not care about it, do you know? Like, that would be like, oh, yeah, they said they wouldn't, and they have. Sick. Yeah, fair. Totally agreed with you. But is this enough to actually suggest anything going forward? Not really. It's at least one of the most sort of hopeful things for the Overwatch lore that I've seen in a little while, and that in its way is kind of sad. But well, here you go. Possibly sadder is this is going to sound like a conspiracy theory now, but have they made it to start stealing everyone's ideas? No, I'm sort of joking. Something I think this is actually kind of possibly more of a positive, especially with the poll for the cinematics, to see how the community responds to them and which are their favourites, etc. They might be trying to sort of assess the community's response, literally that, like trying to find out what exactly the community likes about the cinematics, which ones are their favourites, so they can assess their strengths and weaknesses, look at the cinematics that aren't as liked, and be like, okay, what's wrong with these, or what can we do going forward in our storytelling to improve it, to make people like these more? What are the story beats that people seem to really respond to? What are the themes or concepts that people really liked? Like The Last Bastion told an entire story without dialogue. That's reputed as being an incredible task to do in filmmaking. Yeah, if you can do stuff like that again, I mean, doing an entire other story without dialogue is, it's a bit hammy. But it at least gives them clues as to how they can tell their stories better, or how the community will react to their stories going forward, which can only benefit their storytelling, theoretically, right? Do you know what I mean? And unless everyone just likes the bad cinematics, but, So, that I think is actually hopeful going forward. Again, would I have preferred something diegetic, something in-world, to give the idea that the story is progressing a bit more? Yeah, I certainly would. I'm kind of getting a little sick of getting the story developed over Twitter posts and forum threads with like few word responses like, oh yeah, Torb wears socks in his sleep, or whatever the fuck it is. I really don't care. Show us Torb wearing socks in his sleep in a comic, and I'll be like, there you go, that's natural show don't tell character development. And look, you've also told a story at the same time. Look at that. So, again, possibly really good going forward. This like sub forum. Does it really do anything? Kinda no. But yeah, there's at least promise going forward, and again, it shows that they might be returning to caring about the lore a little bit. So, rant over. That's all I really wanted to do today. I'm trying to do some slightly shorter videos, because most of my videos are like nearly half an hour long discussions on Overwatch and stuff. So, as there's more sort of, hopefully more just new news to be covering with the Overwatch lore, I'm going to be starting this smaller series called Overwatching, where we have a look at what the new developments are and what they could mean going forward in hopefully a more concise format than the rest of my stuff. So thanks for listening if you've stuck around for this. I hope this has been useful. If you do want to go and just spill your guts on the Overwatch forums about all your theories, etc., go do that. They say no fan fiction, so don't be dicks, guys. I know that the line between fan fiction and theory can be a bit blurred sometimes, but yeah, so let's all at least have some nice ideas and be nice to each other, and not be like, oh, you're totally wrong and I hate you for it. If you think someone's wrong, tell them they're wrong, but like, let's all have some like informed, decent discussion, shall we, if this is gonna be the best we're gonna get for now. So again, thanks for watching. Go check out the lore tab, go vote on your favourite short. If you like what I've had to say here, I've got a few other videos on the channel examining the Overwatch lore much more in depth than this. If you'd like to check any of them out, links are below, to the sides, up above, I don't know, they're somewhere. Thank you very much. I've been Euclidean Vision. Always remember, when the iris embraces you, give it a cuddle back.